Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are exploring the charming town of New Canaan, Connecticut. It's just an hour north of New York City and it's known for its picturesque streets, stunning architecture, and a rich mix of outdoor activities with local culture.
I do kind of feel like I'm in Black Mirror, but it's pretty cool.
New Canaan just has so much to offer. So if you like nature, you like history, you like bopping around, seeing all these different scenic neighborhoods, this town has it all. So let's dive in and discover the best spots to visit, eat, and explore in New Canaan, Connecticut. First up, we are exploring downtown New Canaan. So there are just a lot of cute shops here, and I stumbled upon this one, which is an Adirondack Store. Not just for the chairs, they had a lot of kind of upstate New York type of goods, including some, you'll see, some items that I was a little questionable about, but I was obsessed with this bird cage. I have nowhere to put it, no need for it, but of course I was admiring it like I had a grand entranceway in my home that I need to put it in. But there were just so many interesting goods here, and I really didn't expect it. They do have another location somewhere upstate, and it makes sense. I mean, just there are so many kind of woodsy and outdoor vibes here.
I'm not super into taxidermy, but I think everything they have here is really cool. There's a lot of fun options. There's just some that, you'll see. Oh my God, there's a bear. Oh, I don't love that.
But the real reason we were at the store was not to look at all of the taxidermy, which obviously we still did, even though I'm questionable on how I feel about it. It was because there was actually a coffee shop hidden in the store, which is so cool. And they have a bunch of maple syrup because obviously they're from closer to Canada where this original Adirondack Store is. But Tall Pine Bar makes a ton of their homemade syrups, and the barista was super nice and everything was delicious. So it's a real hidden gem in New Canaan.
More places should do this.
Also, when I was peacefully enjoying my coffee outside, Cameron and Brian thought I looked a little bit like the painting next to me, which did make me giggle, but don't tell me if he's right.
He was trying to direct me, telling me when to drink my coffee. That's a -2 points for Cameron and Brian. Sheep. There's shoes and more, and then there's more and more. Wonder what they have. Someone just walked past me, saw I was looking at the New Canaan train station and said, "Next station to heaven, baby." And we were like, did they say heaven or haven? Or are they talking about New Haven? What are they talking about? Then we look, and underneath the New Canaan sign, it says, "Next station to heaven." I have no further questions at this time.
Okay, now we are at Wavney Park, specifically to see the Wavney house. It is a whole park with this estate on it, which is just so stunning. It's nestled right in New Canaan, and it's not only a historic landmark, but it's also a fantastic venue for a variety of events. One of the highlights of the property is the New Canaan Community Arts Center. So it's located right on the grounds, and it's a vibrant center that offers art classes and workshops and exhibits for all ages, making it perfect if you're looking to have some kind of community event or attend something in New Canaan. It's just nice when places have things like this. And then it's also a really good spot if you want to go and have a picnic, which I thought about doing on this day, but instead I decided to come here, which is Apple Cart. Now, this was a food stall in a park, but it's not the same park that we were just in. It's another one that's not too far away, still in New Canaan, obviously, because that's where we're spending our day. And I think what was really nice about this is it's not just a hot dog cart, it's not something that's super quick service. It is more of an established restaurant.
It's just so bright and fresh. And there's a kick. He did ask how much of a kick we want, which was, I feel like it's a good kick. And the falafel doesn't taste too fried. I'm always worried that it's gonna be too fried.
They actually had high chairs for kids, and I saw a lot of people taking their kids to the park and then coming here for lunch because it's on the same property. And, they were able to feed their kids and kind of have a nice day out and spend time outside. And the park has so much to offer besides the fact that there's like a tennis court. I think maybe some people were also playing pickleball. They also had some nice areas to walk, and you could sit by the water in this little like pond. I think that's really nice. It's just nice to have an outdoor space. And this is the second one that I found on this day in New Canaan. Okay, this was kind of a bonus stop on my day in New Canaan, or I guess bonus drive, because on to our next stop, we discovered how incredible the architecture really is here. And just driving around is honestly an activity in itself, especially if you go during the fall and you're able to see the foliage. It's just beautiful to be able to see all the different houses and all the different styles of architecture. There's definitely a lean towards more of a modern architecture, but you also get some really cool New England houses. But this is where we were headed, the glass house. Now, unfortunately, the day that we tried to go, it was closed because they have kooky hours, and I'll have all of that linked down below if you do want to visit this incredible piece of architecture. But it's basically this house that was designed and renowned by architect Philip Johnson, and it's nestled in this picturesque, obviously, town of New Canaan, Connecticut. And the iconic structure seamlessly blends of modern architecture with the beauty of nature. So yeah, it's basically someone's house that's all glass. And it's so interesting because I feel like it isn't something you would expect to want to visit. And a friend of mine just went and thought it was really epic. And obviously I want to go back, but this person like opens up their house for you to be able to go and view it. So it was built in 1949, and it's supposed to be kind of like a symbol of mid-century modern design, featuring a transparent facade that invites the outside in. And I'm pretty sure when they do have tours and when it is open, that sometimes the owner is there to kind of talk about living there and talk about the house itself. So if you're into architecture at all, I definitely recommend checking it out. But either way, just driving around is a really cool activity if you're spending a whole day in New Canaan. Now our next stop is Grace Farms, which is a stunning 80-acre property nestled in the heart of New Canaan. This unique space is dedicated to the exploration of nature, art, and community. It offers a truly immersive experience for visitors of all ages. Now, I really didn't know what to expect when I came here because I feel like a lot of the Discord online is sort of confusing. And honestly, if you just want to spend a day feeling like you have totally removed yourself from society and you just like want to explore somewhere that gives you a lot of peace and solace, this is definitely the spot for you. They had a lot of interesting things about work that they've done.
I do kind of feel like I'm in Black Mirror, but like it's pretty cool.
And then they also make a lot of their own tea, which I think is pretty interesting. So you can, on the right time and right day, actually do a tea tasting. And they just do a lot of community events, which is why I think they have this random basketball court. But I feel like in general, this is one of those properties that is super confusing because they just have a lot of space. I'm sure it gets busy on the weekends because they do host events and like concerts and stuff. But when I was here, it was super desolate, which is like part of why I was confused with the space and like how this was a thing.
That's my friend. My special friend.
And then when I did have the food, the Big A Lot there, I just simply wasn't a fan of this. Cameron and Brian thought I was being dramatic, basically. It was like kind of like a carrot cake. The tea was delicious. That was just like a nice little unsweetened hibiscus type tea. It was so good.
I feel like I'm sitting on like a comma, like a punctuation.
They have a lot of emphasis on spirituality, and it's not really like in your face when you're walking around, but I wasn't really sure what that meant to them. And from further investigation, I think it's just supposed to be like a hub for social justice initiatives and environmental stewardship, to my understanding. They touched on this in some of their exhibits, and a lot of the work that they do is like towards promoting wellness and justice and sustainability. So they just really encourage visitors to engage with meaningful causes while they enjoy the beauty of the grounds, which I think is awesome. And also, like, I would so go there for one of their concerts, especially at night in this, like, the beautiful amphitheater. I think it would be really cool. So let me know what you think if you check out Grace Farms. And that's all I've got for you today. I explored all through New Canaan, and I hope you had a great time bopping around with me. And let me know if you like this style video. This isn't how I always do my travel vlogs, but it was a lot of fun, and I would love to know in the comments below if you've been to New Canaan, if you're going to New Canaan, or if you just subscribed to my channel. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
This looks fake.
It feels fake.